All right, Aaron, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at like 7 different major league pitchers, and I want you to pay attention to where their head's at throughout their delivery. All right, so you see right here, his head's in the middle of his body, right? We're going to watch him pick up his knee. This is Barry Zito, by the way. And watch him take his stride. And as he strides, notice how his head is right over his belly button. So everything's right in the middle of his body. And if you look, if we go back here, you're going to see him drive off the inside of his back leg and gain ground towards home plate. See that? So it's a weight shift towards home, and then he's going to separate his hands. And his head's always in the middle of his what? Body. Exactly. All right, so let's look at another guy, Curt Schilling. He used to pitch for the Red Sox. Now he's on ESPN all the time. We're going to watch him here get into his knee lift. You'll see there, head's in the middle of his body, right? And we're going to watch as he gains ground towards home plate. He's going to push off the inside of his back leg, stride towards catcher, and the head is where?
In the center of his body.
In the center of his body, absolutely. Let's take a look at another guy. Let's look at Greg Maddux. This is who I think you're going to be most like in terms of your pitching style. You're going to be a guy that hits the corners. You're going to be a guy that commands his fastball, and you're going to outthink hitters. All right, so what you're going to see here, he's going to lift his knee up. Watch him how he thrusts his hip towards his target, and he drives off the inside of his back leg. His eyes are always gaining ground towards the catcher. When he gets to this position, his head's what?
In the center of his body.
In the center of his body. Absolutely. Now, let's take a look at you here on this this clip. You do a phenomenal job. Right now, your head's obviously in the center of your body. All right, we're going to take you up into your knee lift. Head's still in the center of your body. You're going to see yourself shift your weight and then separate. And when you get to right there, head's where?
Center of my body.
Center of the body. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful job. And what I love about this is when you land right there, your arms are equal opposite. So this arm is a mirror image of this arm. And if you look at Greg Maddux, you'll see the same thing. When he lands, these arms are creating the same angles. So the angle from shoulder to elbow to wrist is the same angle as this one. And you get the same thing going on. And when you get to your release, right here, what I love is I love the fact that your head gets stacked over your knee. And your chest gets stacked over your knee. That's fantastic. Greg Maddux does the same thing, except he gets a little bit further out, and that's where we really want to be, ultimately, when we release, because we're going to have a further release point. We're going to stay on top of the ball, okay? Now, the reason I bring this up, Aaron, is because from one pitch to the next, you're a little bit different. So this is one time I filmed you, and this is the second time. And watch what happens in this one. You lift, and I'm just going to draw a line down your head here. So you lift, and then you sit back, and you shrink.
Attention staff.
You see that?
We have a staff meeting in
And when you stride,
media center at 7:20.
here's the center of your body.
Staff meeting.
Where's your
in the
head?
media center at 7:20.
Way back,
Yeah.
right?
The meeting should not take that long. But again, staff in the media center at 7:20, please. Thank you.
And so you're going to have to work extra hard to get yourself back in the middle of your body. And you'll see here when you're at release, your chest and your head doesn't quite get as far out over your knee.
Yeah.
See where your head's at there?
Yeah.
Compared to here?
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a big difference in your release point and in your velocity.
Okay.
So I'm excited about what you're doing here. You just got to continue to work on it so it's consistent.
Okay.
All right? Any questions?
No.
All right, bud. And oh, one more thing. That's pretty good with that hand right there. Nice and firm over your knee. It's fantastic.
Okay.
All right, bud?
Okay.
All right. Stop this video.